And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Nice and tight. Here we go. 20.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Wentz, and a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
To throw, it's Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about
and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace from 6 yards away. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Tyreek Hill set to return it. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And Hill running right, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there, 42 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper. into the end zone for the touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score... And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. On second down, here's Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City. After all he's been through, I want to talk about Eric Berry, and it was really tough for any NFL fan to see him go down the opener in New England last year. But one thing we know about him, he's resilient. This is a man who's beat cancer to come back and play at an all-pro level. And why? He can cover in the deep zones. He drops down in the box in the run game, and he can blitz the quarterback. You name it, Eric Berry can do it. That one goes for 36 yards. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that. I know. That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mike Wallace with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down? I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. They go play action here on first down. Alluding to pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to...
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Screen pass to Sproles. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I kind of chuckled to myself a little bit when I remember Darren Sproles coming out of college. I remember one scout saying, yeah, but what are you going to do with him in the pass game? Quarterback can't find him downfield because he's only 5'6". And that screen pass, they found him pretty well. And his balance is unsurpassed. He's so strong, he can take hits and stay on his feet.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Gets around him. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Wentz, a dump off to Sproles. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. A second nice move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A minute 57 to go in this 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On the run, this is Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Fighting through pressure. Oh, and now he bowls it. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Now, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Go. 120.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Ertz over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So we've reached half. Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. He spins free. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Black 58, rail.
Now it's Mahomes again. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Just a 4-play drive that time, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with a giant. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 47 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Evades the tackler, and now some space. 30, past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 99 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the 3rd quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. 1 interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be... how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. We have played 3 quarters. We're back now in KC. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Wentz now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Flushed out right. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Aguilar has it. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have enough.
Sproles lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and he's going to pull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Butker on for the PAT. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, it's Wendell Smallwood. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Broken tackle.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mahomes now on first down, escaping the pressure running. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Mahomes now to throw. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Hitchens not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have it.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, 53 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
That's fielded in the end zone. Still fighting for more. And he's loose again. The 20. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead. There are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Score, Tokyo!
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long. So Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a play fake. Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperate, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keith Reeser. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.